Okay, quick recap of what's going on here. I've got an Arduino Uno here that is running a program that's a TinyBASIC interpreter, which is a very simple version of the basic programming language. It's designed for use with a PS2 keyboard, which I've got here, and also the idea is then that you have a second Arduino which handles video output, and this Arduino sends serial data to the other Arduino, which then takes that serial data and displays it on a television set on a composite video output. Previously, I tried replacing the second Arduino, or rather, instead of using the second Arduino to do video output, I used a thermal printer, which kind of worked, but I couldn't see what I was typing. So I thought it would be neat if we had something a bit like an OLED display or an LCD display, so you could see what you're typing. Rather than use an Arduino for that, though, I decided to use a BBC microbit. So I've got a BBC microbit here with a Python program running on it that is polling for serial data received on pin 1, and then it will display the data it receives on pin 1, one character at a time on the LED display, and also hopefully on the OLED display as well. The microbit is powered off the Arduino. I've also had to use a couple of resistors here to do some level shifting because Arduinos run at 5 volts and microbits run at 3 volts. So probably not a good idea to connect the serial data pin transmit pin straight from the Arduino to the microbit. So I've used a bit of a voltage divider here with a 1K and a 2K resistor, and it seems to work. So let's try this out and see if it works. So I have not quite got everything perfect. I have to seem to have a serial console running to get it to work. So if I connect my serial console, let's see if this springs to life. And straight away I've got an error on here, but if I reset the microbit, hopefully I will get something happening. Right, connect. Oh, there we go. Hello, TinyBASIC. So we get the TinyBASIC welcome message is flashing on the OLED display. It kind of stops halfway through because I think the buffer is full. You can save and run programs in EEPROM on the Arduino, so it's actually running a program that I've previously saved on there. It's asking my age. So if I type in my age as 23, and it will say you are too young to know BASIC. Okay, and then if I run the program again, so I type run on the PS2 keyboard. PS2 keyboard is connected straight to the Arduino Uno, and then it says enter your age, and I'll say this time I am 67 and press enter, and it says you are old enough to know BASIC. Okay, and I can kind of list my program as well. If I type list, you can see it starts listing the program out on the OLED display, although I have to say the buffer fills up again and it doesn't actually show the whole program. It sort of stops at that point, so I need to do some work on that. It'd be kind of nice if I could do some sort of hybrid where I could actually see characters as I type them, which that bit is kind of working. It says what, that's the TinyBASIC version of syntax error. So maybe I could use this to mirror what I'm typing on the keyboard, and then I could use my thermal printer to print stuff that you actually want a hard copy of, maybe the output programs or program listings. But anyway, quite pleased with the progress I've made so far on this. Interfacing a microbit with an Arduino, I'm getting serial data out of the Arduino and making it appear on the microbit display and also on an OLED display as well.